what do you have for me today? Thanks for having me. You know that feeling when you want to be, like, two-dimensional? No, what does that even mean? You know when you're sitting there looking at, like, a blank piece of paper and wishing you could be that? Okay. Well, that's what this is. It's called a small me. It's not called that. Mini me? Pretty sure that's trademark. Maybe we come up with a name after I tell you about it. So tell me about this thing. So this small me, not calling it that, has condensed the human experience down to 4 important stats. Not sure you can fully capture the human experience with 4 stats. You can! Okay, great. Attack, defense, movement, and salvage. I'm with you so far. I like attacking things. Well, you could have an attack of between 0 and 5. For instance, my Little League coach had an attack of 3, but he got knocked out by an umpire with an attack of 5. Wouldn't this be where defense comes in? It didn't that time. Okay. So each stat represents an action you could take when you're a tiny me. No. Movement would represent how many hexes you could move. What are hexes? Oh, so when you're two-dimensional, you move on these shapes called hexes. Right. Salvage is the word I use to condense how good someone is at digging through the trash. And this is a fundamental human trait for you. Yes? Digging through the trash is a universal human experience. And if I attacked you, then I could use my defense to reduce that attack. And what are these little words under your name? These are traits. So even though the 4 stats capture everything that you could ever want to know about a human, you could just say person. I needed a way to convey that some people are criminals. Specifically criminals? Yeah, and other stuff. But knowing which people are criminals, especially in 2D, is pretty important. Wouldn't you agree? I guess I agree. And this thing on the bottom? That's their ability. You know how some people can just, like, eat a bunch of uranium and not die? No. If they could do that, that's where it would be. And what's on the back? The back? Yeah, it has 2 sides. Or is it blank? Well, I guess we could put some background information there, but I think we've mostly got it covered with those 4 stats. Yeah, why don't we go ahead and add that? Since we're adding stuff, we could give them, like, a goal or something, you know, something to aim for. I love that. Cool. And maybe a suggestion about not being lazy. Stupid, lazy criminals. Do you mean like a suggested job? Yeah, or class? No need to make this political. Well, I already wrote it here, so fine. And that's it. Do they have any, you know, stuff that they carry around? What do you mean? Well, you know how I always have this bottle of gin? I guess. So what kinds of stuff are they carrying around? Well, I suppose they could all have bottles of gin. No, the bottle of gin is my thing. Oh, sorry. So, okay, each itsy me, no, will have their own stuff they carry around. Like this bottle of gin. And my pirate sword. That looks sharp. It is. What about character card?